Good evening from Eau Claire North High School in Eau Claire. It is week 2 of the high school football season. And tonight on Zaleski Sports, we've got a non-conference matchup between the New Richmond Tigers of the Big Rivers Conference, 1-0 overall, and the Eau Claire North Huskies of the Wisconsin Valley Conference, North 0-1 on this young season. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich. To my left, the former Eau Claire Memorial assistant football coach Dave Sparger and Spargs. Last week we got to see Eau Claire Memorial's new on-campus stadium. Tonight we're here at North, and just like it is in the South Side, boy, this is one impressive facility.
This is absolutely gorgeous, and what I like even better, that North's got the room for it, but they've got the visiting side and they've got the home side, so it really helps make that stadium field again. And again, when you look across the way from the press box right here and you look at that North High School windows, right behind those windows is the weight room. So if you're an athlete at North and you're in there working out and you get to look out here on this field, that's a big motivator right there.
This is the Play It Again Sports pregame show. Be your best with equipment from Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. We talk about the Huskies being 0-1. Kind of interesting, Sparks. North put up 32 points last week at Menominee. 32 points will win you an awful lot of high school football games. It just wasn't enough last week. It wasn't nearly enough because Menominee scored 54. So I think for head coach Matt McGinnis, you look at the positives on how well you played offensively. You hit a lot of big plays, but plenty, I'm sure, to tweak defensively.
Well, that's what you hope, right? From game 1 to game 2, you get a chance to really watch yourself on film and then teach. And that's what the whole biggest thing between game 1 and game 2 is all about, is making those adjustments and teaching, to those, corrections and so forth. So, yeah, I expect their defense to be able to do a lot better this week. However, New Richmond is loaded on offense, so they will have their hands full.
New Richmond 1-0 overall. They had a non-conference win at home last week over Marshfield, 49-25. An incredibly impressive ground game that New Richmond showed off last week. Austin Wittick, 161 rushing yards, 3 TDs. Tavian Brandt, 115 rushing yards, 2 TDs. Nick Stelright, the quarterback, was 6 of 8 passing for 64 yards, but he also can hurt you with his feet too. This is a really difficult ground game to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, well, why do you have to throw the football when you can rush for 428 yards against Marshfield? So like you said, he threw 6 out of 8, but just wasn't needed. Again, they had all those threats with running the football and with such great success. So they kept it pretty simple and were very successful last week.
New Richmond won this matchup last year on the Tigers' home turf. 35-7 was the score in that one. New Richmond finished 11-1 last season. They ran the table and won the Big Rivers Conference Championship outright. The only loss was in the state semifinal against Rice Lake. Rice Lake then went on to play in the state finals. Eau Claire North finished 2-7 last year, 2-5 in the Wisconsin Valley, and played some really close games along the way. Right now from Eau Claire North High School, our national anthem. Spargs, as we look at keys to the game, let's start with the Huskies. What do they have to do to be effective tonight?
They've got to be able to run the football. And then, we've always talked about how big and physical they are, and that's the thing that the program, Coach McGinnis, has brought to this program over the last couple of years. They're big, they're physical, they're strong. They've got good running backs that run hard. And Zach Shipman is their man. He's their catalyst that's going to make this all go. He's got to take care of the football. He's got to pick up yardage, whatever they do. Everything they do is based off their run game. So every time they want to throw the football, it's going to look like a run play. They want to do all that play action. So the run game is the key to their success tonight. Defensively, they've got to tackle. They've got to make sure those assignments are cleared up from last week.
Starting lineups brought to you by Toyson Ford. New Richmond will begin on offense. So let's take a look at the Tigers up front. Matthew Folks, Adam Wilhelm, Mac Reardon, Drew Gretzlock, Carter Clay, Wyatt Waldroff. Receivers, Parker Rohde, Luke Waddy, Blake Nelson, Carter Comrose, the tight end, Nick Stelright, 3-year starter at quarterback. Austin Whittick is the running back. Expect to see a lot of Tavian Brandt as well. Huskies on defense up front, Zachary Krieger, Tice Gorman, Kenton Mondo. Mondo, of course, the O-line recruit of the Indiana Hoosiers. He's the lone Husky that's starting on both sides of the football. Linebackers for North, Caden Caldwell, Brett Williams, Nicholas Locken, Brady Andrew. And in the defensive backfield, corners, Briar Njai, Elijah Edwards, safeties, Evan Thurston, Noah Rupert. Got a great night for football. Game time temperature right around 74 degrees. We still have some daylight. All those folks who are in the bleachers across the way, they are bathed in sunlight over there. So it's a little bit warm on that side of the field.
That's called home field advantage.
You know it.
Get yourself in the shade. Make sure the visitors are over there in that sun as long as possible.
Back deep is Austin Whittick. He wears number 1. Number 10 is Keegan Langenus.
Tell you what, Brett, I'm excited to watch Kenton Mondu, the big guy for North, 6'7", 300 pounds, but moves so well for his size. Reminds me a lot of Cormac Sampson, the old Clare Memorial kid that went to Wisconsin and played a lot down there. And Kenton Mondu is officially signed to go to Indiana University, another Big Ten school. So, again, a big dude that really moves well. He'll be fun to watch tonight.
We saw him on the basketball court last year. He went out for basketball, wanted to do it for just the agility and just to, be around the guys, be part of the program. And what always impressed me about him, he's got the good hands and the good feet.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you think 6'7", 300 pounds, boy, he can move it, though. And that's the difference between a guy that's 6'7", 300 playing D1 and 6'7", 300 playing D3. It's just how they can handle that mass, and he does a great job of it.
Aaron Solberg to kick it off for the Huskies, and we are underway from Eau Claire North High School. Austin Whittick inside his own 5. Whittick straight up the middle of the field. Tried to bounce off of one tackler, brings it across the 25, and that's where New Richmond will start on offense. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza has been a family tradition for almost 30 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder. Order online for takeout and delivery at mancinoseauclair.com. Mancino's Grinders and Pizza is locally owned and operated, conveniently located on Brackett Avenue, right near Memorial High School. Line of scrimmage is the 26, 1st and 10, New Richmond. Stelright operating out of the pistol. Whittick, the running back, behind him. Comro lined up as the tight end on the right side of the formation. Parker Rohde is off to the right side. You got a couple receivers and a stack on the near side of the formation. First down carry, Whittick trying to bounce it outside. He does, and Austin Whittick takes across the 40-yard line. When I watched the Zaleski Sports replay of New Richmond and Marshfield last week, a couple things stood out. Whittick is so good at finding the hole, but his O-line gives him some really nice creases. Whittick trying to bounce it outside. It's another first down carry, and he's taken down in Huskies territory. On the tackle, Evan Thurston.
Like you said, heavy dose of Whittick early here. Busted a couple of big runs already.
Stelright will keep it on the ground to Whittick. Runs into several Huskies. who stack him up after a short gain of 2.
Yeah, much better job inside that time by Krieger and Mondu to stuff the middle up there a little bit.
Now it's Tavian Brandt, who's checked in at running back. Trips to the near side, single receiver to the far side. That's Rhodey out there. Long count for Stelright. Quick pass on the
fumble,
slant.
or did he not have it?
Caught and then dropped.
Stripped. Excellent job by that defensive back over there.
Rhodey looked like he had it, but you're right, Spark, as the Huskies defense closed really well.
Yeah, he had him on a quick slant, got the ball to him perfect, but then that D-back, I'm sorry I didn't catch a number there, but he did a great job of stripping that. It was in his hands for an incomplete, making it 3rd and long.
3rd and 8 Tigers from the Huskies 41. Quick pass to the near side, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Carter Comroe, the tight end, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for New Richmond.
Evan Thurston really had that one played out, though. He closed on that one. That wasn't going to get anything to begin with.
So a nice stand for the Huskies D. Stelright will line up in punt formation, standing at his own 46-yard line.
Timeout Huskies here. No, wait. Check this again. Let's see where the timeout. Yep. Timeout Huskies on this one.
In the Chippewa Valley, collectors know where to go. Slab Factory at Eau Claire. Pokemon cards, sports cards, buying, selling, or trading. It's the only place where the hobby comes alive. Swing in today and discover something new only at Slab Factory, located at 2527 Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Whether it's water skiing, baseball, or golf, Shepke Chiropractic has got your back. For all your sports-related injuries this summer, you can rely on Shepke Chiropractic to get you back into the game. Visit them online at shepkechiropractic.com. It's still technically summer, Spark.
It is.
Even though this is
it's not Labor Day weekend yet.
Fall sport.
Yeah,
nope, not quite. So Stelright stands at his own 46-yard line. Back deep for the Huskies is Aaron Solberg. Stelright will kick that to Solberg, who lost the handle. Big scramble for the football. And the ball is down, and Solberg's on it. So the Huskies get the defensive stop, but they will start their first offensive possession deep in their own territory. Starting lineups, Huskies offense, brought to you by Toyson Ford. Up front, Kenton Mondu, Zane Naring, Reese Kittelstad, Spencer Brunner, and Levi Sun. Wide receivers, Aaron Solberg, Nick Tyson. Cashton Canes is the tight end. Zach Shipman is the quarterback. Michael Freisen is the running back. Expect to see a lot of Levante Bean as well. We'll get that Tigers defense for you after this play. 1st and 10 Huskies, starting at their own 8-yard line. A lot of shifting up front by New Richmond. Freisen will bounce it to the outside. He gets close to the 15-yard line. Tigers defensively, up front, Matthew Folks, Oliver Hedges, Adam Wilhelm. Linebackers, Tanner Guest, Jamison Unger, Noah Zanon, Jack Fitzgerald. Corners, Parker Rohde, Keegan Langenus. Safeties, Graham Kemmerer, and Benjamin Wilhelm. Wilhelm was one of the leading tacklers last week. It's a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 Huskies. Freisen again, pushing forward out to the 17-yard line to bring up 3rd and short. Sparks, you mentioned this in the pregame. Last year, there were times we saw that, especially in the Memorial game, the North would just line it up and say, see if you can stop us.
Yeah, they're big, they're physical, and they want to run the football. Very much set up like the Richmond offense, except to get a lot more quarterback involvement here.
Shipman will keep it.
Bounces
it to the near side. Zach Shipman tackled, but he crosses the 35-yard line. Parker Rohde on the stop for New Richmond, and it's a Huskies first down.
Yeah, if New Richmond wants any success, they've got to keep Shipman under control. Shipman last week, he passed for 200 yards and ran for 100. So he alone responsible for 300 yards last week.
And a nice read that time by Shipman. That was going over left tackle, but he saw all the defense flowing to that gap. He just bounced it out to the near side and got himself a really nice gain. 1st and 10 Huskies from their own 36. Solberg will motion to the near side of the formation. Now Solberg goes in motion. He gets the handoff, and New Richmond sniffed that out quite well.
Yeah, they sure did. A little mishandling there in the backfield. Cost them a step or two, and like you said, New Richmond saw that one coming, blew it up in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, it's something about the timing of that play. Didn't look quite right, did not look right. So it's a loss of 3, 2nd and 13 for North.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're going to run that jet sweep, you got to be clean, because as soon as he got the handoff, he kind of had to stumble and stutter step, and then you're not going to get the edge.
Solberg split out wide to the near side. Shipman under pressure, and he's sacked. Excellent penetration that time by the Tigers. '85 Evan Fagnan just shot that gap, and Shipman had nowhere to go. So it brings up 3rd and 22.
That's right, Brad. Yeah, the defense, they're going to play man in the secondary in that case, and they're sending people. I mean, they're going to come after you. So they only have to play man for about 3 seconds, and then he's got to get rid of it. So they're coming with people. Showing blitz again.
Shipman on the keeper. Able to get across the line of scrimmage and pick up a couple, but it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Huskies. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Proud to support local student athletes. That is Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. So Solberg standing at his own 15-yard line to punt this one away. I would expect him to try to angle this one away from Austin Wittick. Wittick standing on the far hash, which is where the ball is spotted.
I think New Richmond's going to use the timeout. You can see we got a whistle here for.
6:34 to go in the first quarter. Each team with a possession. Richmond had to punt after a couple promising plays to start the drive. North had a couple nice carries by Friesen and then a nice quarterback keeper by Shipman, but went in reverse after that.
An equipment issue for the Huskies, I'll tell you what. In their punt set right there, North had 2 receivers spread really wide to the wide side here, and there was only 1 New Richmond D-back. They kind of missed that second receiver out here. Due to that whistle, they were able to bring another guy out here.
Snap to Solberg. A little bit of a rugby-style punt. Huskies hoping for a bounce, and they get it.
They did get it, yes, indeed.
And that one's going to roll to a stop at the 32-yard line. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options.
Well, that punt turned out to be about a 45-yarder after about a 10, 15-yard roll, so that helped flip the field a little bit here for the Huskies.
Second offensive drive for New Richmond. Wittick in the backfield with Stellwright, the quarterback.
New Richmond also in this pistol set, very much like North, except they just do a multiple different looks and sets out of their formations.
Comroe will set up to the near side of the formation. Handoff, Wittick. He was strung out by the linebacker, Caden Caldwell. And Caldwell got some help from the defensive backs, and Whittick has scored it out of bounds after a gain of 3.
Yeah, good job by the Huskies right there, stringing that east-west, using that sideline.
Huskies putting Michael Friesen out there. We had mentioned that Mondo was the one guy going both ways, but now Friesen playing D-line for North. Stelright will hand it off. Luke Quaddy on the carry. Pushes across the 40.
Well, just as you said, Friesen in on the tackle.
Yeah, Friesen's, boy, he's a solid kid out there, and he's tough to move around. So 3rd and 1 now for New Richmond.
They may want to measure, it looks like.
Yeah, looking at the sticks on the far side, it looks like 3rd and less than a foot.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's going to be short. The sticks were beyond the yard mark, and the ball is sitting right at the yard mark, so it should be, like you said, about 3rd and about a football length.
Do you struggle with brain fog, insomnia, anxiety, or unexplained weight gain? Contact Dana Besson at Balanced Health by Dana to achieve your optimal health. Balanced Health specializes in hormone replacement therapy and medical weight loss programs tailored to your unique needs. Take the first step to feeling your best. Go to balancedhealthbydana.com. Then call today for a free consultation. So it's 3rd and less than a yard for the Tigers. Now it's an official's timeout. The official is going to want to have a conversation with Matt McGinnis.
Yeah, and I have no idea what this is about right now.
Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. An equipment issue, possibly.
Yeah, he's looking, you're right, he's looking at something with the face mask or the shield.
Yeah, talking to Elijah Edwards.
Yeah, he's got a shield on, but I guess they just wanted to make sure that, you know, it's of legal shield to use. And it looks like he got the okay,
So it's 3rd and 1, Tigers. Still right out of the pistol. Comroe to motion to the far side. Still right, hands to Whittick. Runs through initial contact. Taken down in Husky territory.
Yeah, the Huskies came with an inside blitz. They want to try to bottle it up, but great block up front by the by the Tigers as they blew that little A-hole right open there. They got the A gap on the inside there and just seemed to find it open, and great run right there by Whittick.
Just from watching New Richmond on video last week and what we're seeing early on here, really good technique with that O-line. Doing a good job of getting on their blocks and staying with them and making a crease. From the Huskies 46, 1st and 10. Play fake, Stelright, it's tipped and incomplete. With pressure by the Huskies, again, Caden Caldwell coming on the blitz.
Good thing they had that pressure because Blake Nelson for the Tigers was open. He ran a fly route on that far side off that play action. He ran right past the D-back. He had about a 5-6 yard cushion behind him.
So 2nd and 10 now for New Richmond. Line of scrimmage, the Eau Claire North 46-yard line. Two receivers to either side of the formation. Stelright has time. Here comes Mondo from behind. Stelright on the run.
Good hard finish on that run.
Taken down at the 35, and that's a first down, New Richmond. Well, Stelright, 6'5", 224.
Yeah,
and
he's a
we
load.
saw him his freshman season, and he was a big kid. And they worked him in, and then he's been the QB now for several seasons. And again, multi-sport athlete. Sparks, he's a good basketball player. He's an excellent pitcher in baseball. He can do it all.
Yeah, like you said, just a great athlete. And right there, he scrambled out of the pocket with Mondu chasing him from behind. And he was probably about 2 yards shy when he first got contact. And he just ran over that D-back, picked up another 3 yards to get the first down.
1st and 10, New Richmond from the north 35. Whittick in motion. Stelright straight up the middle. Boy, look at him carry that pile all the way down close to the 25-yard line. He had a few black jerseys draped all over him, and he just kept those legs moving.
Yeah, that's 6'5", 224. You're right there. Strong lower body carrying him. That's 9 on the pickup.
2nd and 1. Good opportunity for Tigers to take a shot here.
Thinking the same thing, right? This is when we got those opportunities. You got just 1 yard to get on 2nd down. You could make something happen here out of the pass game if you wish.
Keep it on the ground. Whittick. Penalty marker comes in from behind the play.
It's usually a hold on the offensive line. We'll see what they call here. And that looks like the initial signal will be holding on to Richmond.
That's exactly what it is. Sparks, are you one of those people that believes that officials could pretty much call holding on every single play from scrimmage?
It's gotten to that point, but I guess you really got to pick and choose on how severe it is.
2nd and 11 now for New Richmond. Line of scrimmage is the 36 of the Huskies. Stelright bounces right off an attempted tackle.
Again, running over people off the secondary. Should have only had about a 4-yard gain. Instead, he's going to leave it at about 3rd and 2 now.
It was Trevon Sova, the sophomore. 5'11", 170, which is decent size for a sophomore. He had the initial hit. He just was not able to wrap up, and Stelright just kept it moving.
See if they come back with that play here, but give it to Whittick this time. He had some room if he would have taken the handoff.
3rd and 2, New Richmond. Stelright will keep. He's got the first down. Takes it inside the 25, down to the 23.
Yeah, he gets out there on that perimeter. He's not getting real shifty. He's trying to run over people to pick up extra yards.
So the drive continues for New Richmond. First down from the Huskies' 22. Two receivers to either side. Rhodey split out wide to the right. Stelright hands it off straight up the middle, Colton Gunter.
Yeah, how about New Richmond bringing that guy in motion, put him in the backfield, and then you got the old traditional I formation, and they ran a little ISO up the middle. Don't see much of that anymore in the high school game.
New Richmond, you know, you talk so much about Stelright and Whittick, but boy, they can really divvy up the carries between a lot of guys with the kind of stuff that they run and the athletes that they have. To gain a 9 that time for Gunter. Still right, quick pass far side. He's got his man, Rhodey, inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal, New Richmond.
Easy pitch and catch right there. You had 2nd and 1, and that D-back, that corner on that side was probably 10 yards off. So all the receiver to do is go down about 3 yards, hitch it up. Easy pickup right there.
Under 40 seconds to go, clock moving, first quarter, scoreless game. Richmond trying to change that right here. Wittick cuts it upfield, goes into the end zone untouched. New Richmond on the board, 4-yard TD run, Austin Wittick.
Great job up front by the Tigers. Walled everything down on the inside, got that little kick out on the edge, and Wittick went in untouched from about 4 yards out. That was well blocked up front. Give those boys up front the credit there.
Yeah, running over that right side, Mac Reardon the center, right guard Drew Gretzlock, Carter Clay the right tackle. And in this offense too, Sparks, the wide receivers and tight end do a lot of blocking too. Fagnan for the extra point. It's up and it is good. 26 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. It's New Richmond leading 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more high school football on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Around 10 yards. Back at Eau Claire North High School. First quarter winding down. New Richmond first on the board, which is 26 seconds to go in this first quarter. 4-yard TD run by Austin Wittick. Evan Fagnan the extra point, 7-0 Tigers. For Wittick, that's his 4th touchdown of this young season. Short kick. Huskies trying to get a good return, and they get it across the 30-yard line. Brody Heinbuch on the return. So decent field position for Eau Claire North. Its second drive of this football game. They've got 21 seconds to work with. Most of the field now in the shade. At some point, the lights will start taking over. They are flipped on here at this beautiful new complex at Eau Claire North High School. Shipman, the quarterback. Fake the reverse. Friesen to the near side. He'll get to the 35.
Yeah, good pickup of 4 right there. That's all you want out of the Huskies right now, right? You got to get positive yardage, stay out of the sticks. Good pickup of 4 by Friesen right there.
Well, considering how many points North gave up last week, and considering that New Richmond put up 49 on Marshfield last year, I think 7-0, okay, you would take that.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to slow this game down.
1 quarter in the books. Your score, New Richmond 7, Eau Claire North 0. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports. Welcome back to Eau Claire North High School, getting set to start the second quarter. Eau Claire North trailing New Richmond 7-0. Huskies have it 2nd and 6 at their own 35-yard line. Bob Bradovich, Dave Sparger with you on a really nice night in Eau Claire. Up the road in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire Memorial taking on Chi High. That game is 6-all after a quarter. Shipman, problems with the snap, trying to bounce it outside and doesn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. They had sent Solberg in motion again. That's the second time they had some jet sweep action that just didn't look like they had the right fit there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I'm guessing that was supposed to be a handoff because you could see by the blocking up front. Once he lost the handle of it and tried to go opposite, he had nobody there to help him out. And Richmond there for about a 2-yard.
3rd and 8 now for the Huskies, and we're early in the second quarter, but I'm going to put this in the big play category right here. This is a situation where North is going to want to keep the sticks moving. That one kind of misfired on the snap. The ball is loose. New Richmond Tigers say they have it.
They do.
And they do.
Tigers do a great job of disguising their rushes. They put about 7 guys at the line of scrimmage, and then they just decipher who's coming, who's bailing out. Well, that time they had 4 guys bail out and 4 guys take off on that rush, and Shipman had to start scrambling. He got caught from behind and coughed it up. Tigers with the big play. As you said, Brattle, mark this down. This is a big play at this point.
And momentum firmly on the side of the Tigers right now. Rhodey and Quaddy in a stack formation on the near side. Braden Yeski on the far side. Whittick is the running back to the left of the quarterback, Nick Stelright. Stelright highs time, dumps it off. Whittick, a little shimmy right there, 25. Taken out of bounds just short of the 20-yard line.
Well, you get Whittick in the open field like that. Evan Thurston trying to bring him down with that much room, that is a challenge. Again, Whittick just showing his shiftiness, gets around him to pick up plenty.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Huskies' 23-yard line. Wide to the right is Rhodey. Whittick, the lone running back. Whittick on the handoff. Big crease on the left side. Austin Whittick inside the 10. 1st down, Tigers.
Again, outstanding job up front. They're going to go hurry up. They've got the Huskies on their heels.
Whittick again. Austin Whittick into the end zone from 8 yards out. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 5th of the season.
Yeah, Tigers came back and ran the exact same play, went the exact same blocking scheme, and he went in untouched. So back-to-back plays off that left side, and Whittick scores to put the Tigers up 13-0 right now.
So a costly turnover on the part of the Huskies, and now it's Evan Fagnan on for the PAT to make this a 14-point margin. Kick is on the way, and it is no good. So your score with 10:45 remaining in the second, New Richmond 13, Eau Claire North 0. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Welcome back to Eau Claire North High School. A late first quarter touchdown for New Richmond on an Austin Whittick 4-yard touchdown run, and then another Whittick TD run, this one of 8 yards early here in the second. New Richmond out to a 13-0 lead over Eau Claire North.
Yeah, New Richmond got the big turnover there on the sack, and 3 plays later, they punched into the end zone to go up 13-0.
Huskies mishandling the kick. And trying to get it to the outside is Elliott Speece, and he's taken down short of the 20-yard line. We mentioned that Eau Claire Memorial Chippewa Falls score after one over in Hudson. The Raiders leading Wausau West 14-7. We saw Hudson last week. A lot of self-inflicted mistakes, something you don't normally see out of a Hudson team. But in the end, their size and their execution, it was a much different Hudson team that second half.
Yeah, they needed that halftime last week to fix things. They had 5 turnovers, and I'll tell you what, usually when you have 5 turnovers, you're not going to win a football game, but they found a way to correct it in the second half. 4 consecutive possessions for touchdowns against the Old Abe's last week.
Important drive here for the Huskies. They'll start it at their own 19. Did a nice job in that first quarter, keeping it close. Huskies still looking for some explosive plays. That was a big key last week. Shipman completes the pass.
The tackle.
And there goes Nick Tyson down the sideline. Nick Tyson wrapped up and taken down. It was a touchdown saving tackle by Benjamin Wilhelm. But there's your big play right there for North.
Yeah, it rolled out left and caught that slot guy rolling right down the middle, dragging across the middle of the field. Good job by setting his feet. Shipman finding him late, and he shook off a tackle and picks up big yards for the Huskies.
Huskies able to flip the field. 1st and 10, North from the New Richmond 23. Hand off to Levante Bean. Very little running room, and now we got a flag thrown in there.
A late one at that.
Bean lost his lid, so he'll probably have to come out. Anytime you lose your helmet after a play, you come out, and that's what he's doing. Michael Friesen back in.
Still waiting on the call here. Yeah, moans and groans from the Husky fans because that flag came in really late. That was basically tackled for no yardage, and then all of a sudden the flag came in. So that's going to make it 1st down and 20.
And there are a lot of North fans here tonight.
Oh, it's
I'm just
packed,
looking out
absolutely.
at the grandstand in front of us, and that looks pretty
It's
much full.
Yeah, we are end to end. This is a great crowd tonight.
So the Huskies now looking at a 1st and 20 from the Tigers 33. Shipman rolling out. He's in trouble. Zach Shipman
pressure.
is going to be taken down right near midfield. Just a wave of white jerseys. Shipman was able to evade a couple guys, but in the end, Mac Reardon kept on him and took him down.
Reardon brought him down, but number 41, Jack Fitzgerald, off that left end, did the job. He's the one that maintained, contained, had great upfield pressure, forcing Shipman to step up back inside to that inside pressure. So really that one goes to Fitzgerald. Great job out there.
2nd and 33 now for the Huskies. Shipman, keeper. He'll gain a yard. Now it's 3rd and long. Oliver Hedges, the nose tackle, 6'3", 210-pound senior. Making that tackle. 3rd and 32 now for North. 2 receivers either side. Shipman in trouble, and he is sacked.
Oh, they came with the house right there. Richmond showed 7, 8 people at the line of scrimmage, and they brought them. They were in man coverage, and they just did not have enough bodies to block that.
Well, after that big play that flipped the field, that got the Huskies a 1st down at the 23-yard line of the Tigers, North going in reverse.
Yeah, it's 4th and 41.
Oof. Started with the penalty.
Yeah,
self-inflicted penalty,
you're exactly
and then
right.
just sack. Couple big sacks, and
but it all starts with that penalty. You're right on 1st down. Instead of 2nd and 10, you ended up 1st and 20, and then you decide you got to throw the football and you get sacked. So self-inflicted with that penalty.
Solberg, the punter, standing at his own 35-yard line.
And the snap,
hit one of the up men, and New Richmond is going to take over at the Huskies 46.
Ooh, it has gotten ugly in a hurry. That time, that punt formation, they send a guy in slow motion across the formation, and he was literally right behind the center, and he snapped the football, and it just caromed right off the guy in motion, went right to the Tigers.
Well, when the Huskies watch video, I think they're going to spend a lot of time on that play. And again, it's, when you're running timing plays like that, everybody's got to be in sync. So now the Huskies defense really has its work cut out for it. Because New Richmond, after a couple of impressive drives that led to points, take over in Huskies territory. Stelright with the clean pocket. Here comes pressure. He's hit as he thrown, and it's intercepted. They said he was out of bounds. Wow.
Great job of controlling that body to get around back to it, but he did step out just with that right foot.
Trevin Sova on the coverage.
Yeah, Stelright got hit just as he was delivering that football, so good pressure inside. The Huskies almost get that interception.
Second and 10. Handoff, Wittick. He's got running room.
Look
Austin
out.
Wittick down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds. Boy, Wittick, he's got like that extra gear. He gets outside and he just accelerates past guys.
Yeah, he's got that jump stop where, like you said, he can go lateral and just change a direction. He's gone. He's just so quick. You are not going to bring him down in the open field one-on-one.
It's a first down carry down to the 22-yard line in North.
That's why I was really surprised that the Tigers came out and threw the football that first throw, the way they've been running so far.
High snap. Corralled by Luke Quaddy, who lined up at quarterback that time.
How about that? Yeah, Quaddy back there, take the snap. He's going to carry it instead of Stelright.
Stelright took a pretty good pop when he threw that pass on the near side that was ruled out of bounds, but it was picked off by Trevin Sova. We get another equipment or uniform issue, and guys in stripes get that accounted for. 2nd and 1 now, New Richmond from the 12.
You're not going to lose anything with Luke Quaddy playing quarterback. That's just, again, another runner that they can run the game this thing with.
Quaddy will keep it. Finding his blockers and spins into the end zone for a New Richmond touchdown.
As we said, Luke Quaddy steps in there at quarterback. Couple runs later, they score.
So Luke Quaddy, a 14-yard TD run, and it's 19-0. PAT is on the way, and it's good by Fagnan. And your score with 6:36 to go before the half. New Richmond 20, Eau Claire North 0. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
New Richmond 20, Eau Claire North 0, 6:36 to go before the half. And New Richmond, as advertised, this is a team that they were unbeaten up until the final round of the playoffs, and they got knocked off by Big River's rival Rice Lake, a team they had beaten during the regular season. And Even though, like every team, there were graduation losses, Richmond is kind of becoming one of those programs with the numbers that it's kind of a plug-and-play situation. Solberg on the return. Solberg still going. Boy, there was contact from Jamison Unger, and Solberg just never quit running.
Yeah, he probably got another 15 yards after the initial contact, so good hard run.
Yeah, he was hit like around the 30, and he just kind of kept going, and the pile gave a good push. So Huskies, maybe we'll see if that jump-starts things here for North. A team that hit on so many big plays last week against Menominee. But the drill in football, Sparks, it's kind of a week-to-week proposition. Sometimes those things don't carry over.
Yeah, and right now the Huskies are just beating themselves offensively. They've had a couple of mishandled snaps. They had, fumbles on a pass play where the quarterback got sacked. It's just, holding calls, so they just got to straighten things out, get back on the right track here. It's got room on the edge.
Heinbuch will take it right to midfield. That'll bring up a 2nd and short for the Huskies, 2nd and 3, right from midfield.
Positive play, though, for the Huskies. Like you said, they need something positive right now before half.
North will receive the second half kick, so the Huskies would love to double up as we play out the remainder of this quarter. Fryson wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by Hedges. Pushed back, they'll say he lost a yard there, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 4. And we may very well be in 4-down territory, Sparks.
Yeah, let's see how close you get to that 4th down here. But I just watched that Tiger defense. They're just not that big up front, but they just all move so quick. Everybody's moving in a direction on the snap of the ball, and it's just hard to block them unless you're going to run a gap scheme where you try to wall everything off. But look at the Tigers constantly moving.
Yeah, and just one down lineman, and that's the nose tackle. Shipman on the rollout. Here comes pressure. Shipman lofts one deep, but out of bounds.
And again, he tries to get off that edge right there, and here comes that outside linebacker just flying to give him that pressure.
Nick Tyson was the intended receiver. It's 4th down for the Huskies, and they're going to send the punt team out there.
Yeah, Dan Lease was the one on the outside linebacker that just came flying once he broke the edge and forced that pass wide of the mark.
So on 4th and 4, just short of midfield, Solberg will set up in punt formation at his own 35. Solberg gets the kick away. Whittick at his own 15. Austin Whittick. Look at the speed. Whittick, 40. And into Husky territory.
Whittick is putting on a show this first half. Right there's about 3 Huskies down there ready to make a play, and he just got past him without even being touched.
And we got a Huskies player down on that far side. While the medical staff attends to him, we will take this opportunity of our sponsors. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sport.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
Pass protection is not been good.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The injured Husky, Trevin Sova, they've got the card out for him. Looks like a leg injury, so we certainly wish him the best. Trevin Sova, 5'11", 170-pound sophomore for the Huskies. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Maple Farm Fest is September 13th and 14th. Shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Check out the Kids Zone, Yummy Food Court, and the comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Merrill. The 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Still right back at quarterback.
Yeah, he's back out there, so.
We're thinking along the same lines. Again, Sparks.
Yeah, well, good pressure by the Huskies.
Stelright on the move. Taken down short of the 35-yard line. Well, that's making something out of nothing.
It sure is. Again, they got the pressure and they needed, but just couldn't contain him. And he was able to get to the edge and pick up 9. Again, showing his athleticism to get out of trouble. About to say big play there for the Huskies for the sack, but again, Stelright just making it happen.
Yeah, they sent a few guys and they put the pressure on and were able to keep Stelright from setting up and looking deep, but Stelright using his athleticism to get to the edge and pick up some positive yardage. 1st and 10 now from the Huskies' 37. Handoff Whittick. Pushing forward down to the 33-yard line.
The old traditional counter tray right there. Everybody on that front side's blocking down on the right. You pull 2 guys from the back side. You got a kick out and the lead blocker. Enough to pick the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the North 33. Clock moving, 4:45 to go, second quarter. Stelright loads up, throws deep down the middle, caught, touchdown.
Ball. Wow, did he drop that in the bucket and made it look easy.
Braden Yeski on the reception. Stelright to Yeski for the TD.
Yeah, Yeski with a great job on that post route and then kept running across the field, and he just laid it out there. Stelright laid it out for him just to go get it. Dropped it in a beautiful play right there for the Tigers.
Richmond leading at 26-0. Fagnan, the PAT, it's up and it is good. 27-0, New Richmond on top, Eau Claire North. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Eau Claire North kicking off the home portion of its season at this brand new facility. The Huskies having some issues tonight, and a lot of those due just to the talent and execution of the New Richmond Tigers, defending champs of the Big Rivers Conference. Tigers led it 7-0 after one. But they've taken advantage of a couple North mistakes, and they cashed in on their last drive. 27-0, short kick. Taken by one of the up men who brings it across the 40. Good field position for the Huskies. That was Levante Bean on that return.
Yeah, good field position again. Now the Huskies have just got to produce some first downs. Just got to get kind of in a rhythm here offensively, and they have just struggled. So it's important for him to put together a drive, maybe punch one in right before half, and then get that ball to start the second half and follow it up.
Line of scrimmage is the North 42. Bean and Friesen both in the backfield to flank the quarterback, Zach Shipman. Shipman hands to Friesen, and it's Hedges with a TFL.
Yeah, he knifed through there and saw that one. A great job inside out making the play. Again, the penetration up front is what's given the Huskies so much trouble.
Well, it's so interesting playing with just the one down lineman. They'll have a couple guys up on the line of scrimmage, but both of those guys, it's kind of like that old radar defense. Remember that one, Sparks?
That's a good call. Yeah, exactly that. Everybody else is standing and moving and trying to shoot gaps.
Shipman on the crossing pattern, incomplete. He wanted to get it to Solberg.
But Brado, you said it on the timeout. You said North's got to get rid of the football quicker, right? They just don't have time in the pocket, and that was a good example right there. Shotgun, 1-2, and throw. Had Solberg on that little deep slant right there, and it was there, and the timing was good. It just didn't connect, but that was better at getting rid of the football and being on time.
Yeah, that's one way to negate that pass rush, is to just get those quick hitters, kind of try to work some things, work some slants, work some outs. Saw Eau Claire Memorial do that well last week.
Tigers were showing 7 at the line, then all of a sudden bailed and only rushed 3. Huskies use a timeout, though, here.
Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse in the local real estate market, and they can help you through each step of the process. Making the home buying and selling process simple, not stressful. That is what you get with Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated.
See if the Huskies want to come back here. Maybe run a little screen action on this one now. There's a couple of things have happened. The Tigers are showing 7 at the line, and they're either like flying, so maybe you can get that screen set up and get them all past you, or they're bailing, so maybe you can get them on their heels and start to get some linemen downfield to block them, get some one-on-ones to get, again, create more space. So see if the Huskies try something a little different here.
Huskies looking at a 3rd and 13 from their own 39-yard line.
Tigers again 8 at the line of scrimmage.
And here they come. Shipman under duress, taken down.
Yeah, they send 7, and they've only got 6 to block. So somebody's coming free. And like you talk about, Brady, you got to get rid of the football quick. Again, a quick hitter, a little something that would have, a screen might have been something that you could go to there.
Huskies coaches will have their work cut out for them at halftime. Trying to come up with some adjustments because, you know, as good as the offense has been from New Richmond, I think what's really impressed me is how well their defense have played. And they've got North in a lot of problems because North is trying to go to some of its, you know, its base plays, things that they can kind of count on, and there's just nothing there.
Yeah, I would say right, you hit it right on the head. New Richmond's defense is what's really turned the table here. Created Tigers great positions, gotten some turnovers.
Solberg just got that one off. Again, there was pressure coming. Whittick's going to let that go. And the ball is down by the Huskies right at the 43-yard line. There's Brett Williams on the coverage that time for the Huskies. But New Richmond's got plenty of time to work with. 2 minutes, 47 seconds. They've got their full complement of 3 timeouts as well.
Yeah, and they've scored on their last 4 possessions. So, again, they have really started to put it together. They got stopped on their first drive and nothing since. They've been able to really move the football.
Trips to the left. One receiver split out to the near side. Snap to Stellright. He will keep it. Stellright into Huskies territory. Multiple penalty markers down. I count 4.
You got multiple holds on that one. Stellright,
I think everybody, everybody on the officiating crew saw something.
I do believe it was a slot receiver, had a good jersey full over there and just spun that Husky right around. It was pretty obvious.
We were talking about holding and how often you can do it. There's a technique to that, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep those hands in and get between. Yeah. Is it the shoulder? You got to get, if you're inside the shoulder
inside
pads.
the body. Yeah, if you stay inside, again, the collegiate and pro level, famous for it, right? They'll grab on and hold you, but as soon as you feel that pressure that they're trying to get away, you've got to let go, because that's when you're going to get the hold call. It's just that evident. High school, not as severe. You know, a lot of guys just will block with their shoulders or get their hands out there and really never grab, but yeah, that one was pretty blatant.
So 2 for the price of 1, Sparks.
There you go. I think it's 1st and 20 here. So again, crucial for the Huskies to come up with a stop.
So 1st and long for New Richmond. They'll move it back to the Tigers' 34-yard line. Got Parker Rohde to the near side, but he's tight to the formation. Same story with the receivers in a stack on the far side of the formation.
Yeah, I'm looking for Whittick right here on the run.
Here's Whittick. Up the middle. Penalty marker down. Whittick bounces it outside to the 40, to the 30. Still on his feet. Austin Whittick taken down inside the 10-yard line.
But again, multiple flags. Just what we called. We thought it'd be a Whittick time right there, and he broke tackles right and left. Huge run. But we've got flags down.
It looked like
a face mask on the Huskies.
So they'll tack on a few extra yards with that penalty. Well, that's what Austin Whittick gives you. He's got that burst and that sprinter speed, and you could see that his helmet kind of got yanked back, but he kept the feet moving.
Yeah, kept his balance, like you said, and
broke through that, and it's a foot race, and I think Austin Whittick's going to win a lot of those. So 1st and goal now for the Tigers. Line of scrimmage is the Huskies' 4-yard line.
Well, with that run, Austin Whittick's probably close to 200 yards rushing here in the first half.
Tigers already leading by 27. Knocking on the door again. Here comes Whittick. And he takes it off tackle. The ball comes loose. It's covered in the end zone.
Still waiting for a call.
We're a long ways away, Sparks, because from where we are in the press box, we're at the and there's the touchdown.
There it is, touchdown late on that call, yeah.
It appeared to me that he broke the plane, but like I said, we're at kind of a tough angle here.
Yeah, they're going to just talk a little bit about it. Like you said, the ball came loose, but if he'd already broken the plane, then it's going to be a touchdown. Coach McGinnis wants a little explanation out of this one.
Well, we know it's a touchdown. No, it's not 33-0. Second down. You heard the explanation.
Yeah, he fumbled it, but it went into the end zone, and Richmond recovered it, but it comes back to where the fumble was then.
So we'll line it up again.
As we go under 2 minutes here in the first.
Stellright will take it into the end zone untouched for a touchdown, and we got a penalty marker thrown. He really sold that fake well.
He did a great job with that one. Yeah, everybody bought to that one. He walked in off the edge, but they're going to call a hold inside here on the Tigers.
Well, sometimes when the hole is that big, something
reason.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, and if you're the Huskies, you'll take it. You need something to go your way here before halftime so you can go into the locker room with some degree of, feeling good about yourself, because this has not gone to plan at all for North. Again, this is a team that last week put up 32 points against Omni. Program that historically plays good defense. And it's going to be a New Richmond touchdown. Colton Gunter started left, spun out of the pile, and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Boy, just pick another running back from New Richmond that's making plays. We hadn't even mentioned his name yet. He gets his carry and busts 2 tackles. Like you said, nice spin move, comes back and scores.
He got some last week and was effective as just about anybody who carried the ball last week for the Tigers. Fagnan for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. 34-0 is your score. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
A couple years ago, we had a state run.
Just a minute 28 to go before halftime. New Richmond will kick. And it was all Tigers so far in this second quarter. 4 TDs. And they expanded their lead. It was 7-0 after 1. It's now 34-0. And during the break, Sparks, we were just talking about this New Richmond offense and how it just, every year you look at some of their players and you're thinking, some speed, and they got some good backs. What are they going to replace them? All of a sudden, here comes this next wave of guys. And, boy, Austin Whittick is as good as we've seen in a while. Little pooch kick for the Tigers. Huskies will cover it up inside their own 30.
Yeah, if the Big Rivers was wondering if New Richmond would maybe take a step back, they better think again. I think the New Richmond's making a statement saying they're still the team to beat in that Big Rivers conference.
Huskies have just one timeout remaining in the half. Again, they will get the kick to open the third quarter, so if they can get something positive going here, that would be to their benefit. They've got the skill players. They've got the guys that can do things in space. The problem is they just have not been able to get that offense untracked. Shipman, couple hitches, then he just gets swallowed up. He wanted that little hitch and go down the far sideline. Wanted to get it to Solberg.
Yeah, it takes too long to develop, though, right? You get that little hitch, and that's probably when he needs to throw it, because by the time he goes, he's got people in his face with a ton of pressure, and the clock will just keep rolling. I'm afraid to say this, but I think the North Husky offense might be in negative yardage here in the first half.
Yeah, if you add in all the sacks and the negative yardage play, yeah, we were promised first half stats, and I'm not sure they're going to look real good for the home team.
Inside run here.
Levante Bean, he's a speed guy. Got a little shimmy to his running.
Yeah, probably their best run play of the first half right there. Huskies going no huddle here, but they're actually just going to the line of scrimmage and trying to get the play from the sideline. And that way, if they want to make adjustments, they can once they see the defense a little bit. Neither team looks like it's going to stop the clock here. So we're under 15 seconds. Yeah, see Huskies, how they stand up again. There's your adjustments from up top. Down to the coaches, run this play now, so now they're ready. This will be the final play of the first half. Shipman rolls, throws, finds Solberg. Solberg trying to evade some would-be tacklers. Hopped away from a few guys, but with that, the first half comes to an end, and what a half for the New Richmond Tigers. They lead the Eau Claire North Huskies 34-0. Sparks, we had a game through one quarter. Second quarter, though, a couple mistakes by the Huskies, and boy, New Richmond really took over from there. Yeah, the Huskies got that stop, the first possession that starts the game. Huskies get the big stop. They've got to punt it. Huskies get the ball, and they move it for a first down. Kind of, again, really controlled that first period to make it at least a little bit shorter. And then the Tigers scored late in the first, and then it has proceeded to score 4 other times. So their last 5 possessions, they've put a touchdown on the board, and the Huskies continue just to struggle to move the football. So, again, halftime couldn't come quick enough for the Huskies to try to make some adjustments. So we will step aside, hear from our sponsors, and have other halftime entertainment. Your score at the break, New Richmond Tigers 34, Eau Claire North Huskies 0. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. It buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane,
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hi, I'm Josh Sparks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
We're back at Eau Claire North High School, getting set to start the third quarter of this non-conference matchup. New Richmond with a 27-point second quarter. Tigers leading Eau Claire North 34-0. The ball game at this facility here at Eau Claire North High School. Bob Bradovich, Dave Sparger with you. And Spargs, well, through a quarter, North was hanging in there, and it was a one-score game, and then Huskies fumbled. Richmond cashed in on an Austin Whittick TD run, his second of the game, and then a botched punt snap. Gave New Richmond good field position. They cashed in on that with a 14-yard run by Luke Quaddy. Got the ball. Nick Stelright went up top. Connected with Braden Yeske on a 33-yard pitch and catch, and then Colton Gunter ran it in. Tigers over 200 yards rushing in that first half. 172 of those from Austin Whittick on 12 carries.
Yeah,
do the math. He's over 10 yards per carry, which is ridiculous. He's got
do
two
the math.
touchdowns
He's ridiculous.
tonight.
Yeah. We talked about the first
touchdowns last week. My goodness, he's off to a good start.
We were talking about the first half we had, and obviously I overestimated. I thought it's up to 200 yards just on that one. But, yeah, what a first half he had. I mean, just no simple run. I mean, he did not just get tackled for 1 or 2 yards. Every time he touched the football, he was picking up 8, 10, 12, and then he busted a couple, 30-plus yard runs. And, yeah, he's just dynamic from the backfield. He's just fun to watch. And I'll tell you what, the difference, we talk about their offense, right? New Richmond's offense has not been 5 possessions, but we brought up earlier in the game, it's their defense. New Richmond has absolutely shut down the Huskies. They've caused a couple of turnovers. They've just stymied their offense. They've got a negative 13 yards rushing, and obviously those sacks play a big factor in that, but obviously they scouted and said Zach Shipman has got to be a non-factor, right? He's got to be a non-factor. He was accounted for 300 yards of their offense last week. He just can't get anything done now this first half, so just a great job all around by the New Richmond Tigers and their staff.
Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security. Huskies will move left to right in this third quarter. Got Levante Bean and Aaron Solberg back deep for the Huskies. Kick is away. It was Derek Stotts.
And it's loose.
The ball is loose. Who's got it?
It came right down to a short guy up there for the Huskies. Went right through his arms. He kicked it forward. Fortunately for the Huskies, they're able to recover the loose one.
Oy. If you're North, it's like you're looking for that reset button.
Oh.
And you want to go back to 7 o'clock and say, can we get this going again? I mean, it's just been a series of things. And Sparks, you've been around football pretty much your whole life. Sometimes that happens, You get that first week, you play pretty well. Even though you lose, you play pretty well. You're pretty happy with how things are going. You want to build on it on week 2, and then all of a sudden it's like you can't get out of your own way.
Yeah, that's what happened so far tonight. So right now, Huskies just have to get something positive.
Shipman gets to the
run
edge.
it here.
He gets across the 45-yard line, and there's a flag thrown. I'm wondering if that's a horse collar, because Oliver Hedges was in the pursuit. He reached out, and you can see him kind of yanking Shipman back.
Good call there, Brad. That's exactly what it is. Good job by Shipman. Once you got up in the perimeter, they just take off instead of trying to create it with the arm. Let's do it with your legs. I got the face mask, I guess.
So it's a 15-yarder tacked on, so the run and the penalty will have the Huskies in plus territory.
Yeah, biggest play of the night right there for the Huskies when you tack on that 15. So now all of a sudden they're deep inside Tigers territory and looking to get something positive starting here the second half.
Line of scrimmage is the touch 41. Solberg wide right. Tigers shifting defensively. Shipman throws down the line. That was very close to being a backwards pass.
Yeah, you had a good view on that one, Brad. Right down the line there as you're watching. Fortunately, that was about a half yard forward. Because you're right, that was a dangerous play right there.
Be 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. Ball on the Tigers' 41-yard line. Solberg wide right. Tyson in the slot right. Handoff, Levante Bean.
Good job
Gets
by
it down
Bean.
to the 37.
Good cut to the outside right there. Pick up a 4. Stay ahead of the change if you're the Huskies. Let's keep this positive.
So 3rd and 6 for North.
Huskies are trying to see what New Richmond's doing defensively and then getting that second call in.
Tigers constantly shifting on defense. Showing blitz, and here they come. Shipman finds Solberg. Solberg still on his feet inside the 20.
Well, we talked about how they're going to come with that pressure. They're going to have man-to-man coverage on the perimeter. Solberg on that quick hitter there that time with Brad. And you said, get rid of the football. You don't have time. That time, 3-step, fire, completion, breaks the tackle for a big play.
Defensive back on that near side trying to undercut the route. Didn't quite get there, and Solberg was able to make the catch and spin away and get a few extra yards. 1st and 10 North from the Tigers' 20. On the jet sweep to the far side. Good gain that time by Heinbuch. Good effort, I should say. It's a gain of
3.
Of 2-3 yards. I mean, he ran a long way to get those 2 yards.
He did, but again, if you're going to go east-west onto Richmond, that's hard to get upfield. They pursue so well, and they are quick, like you said. Yeah, you're right, only a 2-yard pickup on that one.
Now you've got a lot of the near side of the field to work with. And Solberg split out wide to that right side. Tyson slot right. Shipman, quarterback draw. Zach Shipman still on his feet. Taken down right at the 1 yard line.
There you go. They finally get him involved in the offense. Run that little quarterback trap inside right there. Big yardage down to the 1 yard line. Make it the 2 yard line. 1st and goal.
Huskies by far their best field position and looking to cash in on this opening drive of the second half. Shipman hands it off straight up the middle for an Eau Claire North touchdown. Oh, we get ourselves a little light show here.
Light show, yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Fans are enjoying that. Something to celebrate here as the Huskies punch one in. Good drive to start the second half.
So the Huskies are on the board. Solberg will line up for the PAT.
So after the play, there was a flag, and it was against New Richmond for an unsportsmanlike. And that's what they're talking to Coach McGinnis now about when he wants to take that penalty. If he wants to go for 2 or use it on the kickoff. And he has decided to take it on the kickoff, and they're going to kick the extra point here.
Yeah, and with that extra yardage on the kickoff, that opens up a few things. And if you want to kick it deep, you have a good chance of making New Richmond start its next drive deep in its own territory. Solberg on for the PAT. Shipman is the holder. Kick is on the way, and it is good. With 9:04 remaining in the third quarter, Huskies cut into that lead. It's 34-7. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Sparks, the answer to the trivia question, who got the first ever touchdown for Huskies varsity on this brand new field? It's Michael Friesen, number 0.
And it comes here on that first drive of the second half, which is really nice to see for the Huskies. They go in at halftime, make some adjustments, and really what adjustment was, we got to get the ball out quicker. We got to get those ball handlers quick. We got to hit quick. We got to throw the ball quick to neutralize all that speed of New Richmond.
So, because of that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, North will set the ball on the tee at the New Richmond 45-yard line. If you look at how the Tigers are playing this, I think they're trying to.
They're thinking onside.
They're thinking either onside or like a pooch And then there's just a scramble for the loose ball. So Aaron Solberg will kick it deep and just kick that one through the end zone. So New Richmond will have to start at its own 20. Some other scores at the half. Chippewa Falls at home leading Eau Claire Memorial 14-6. We'll have the Old Abes 1 week from Friday when Memorial opens up Wisconsin Valley Conference play at home against Stevens Point. Another halftime score, Hudson leading Wausau West at the half, 17-14. Eau Claire North will be on the road at Wausau West 1 week from Friday. New Richmond's opening possession here in the third quarter. Stelright will hand it off, a very short gain that time for Austin Wittick.
Yeah, they shifted back into that I formation again and tried to run that inside ISO. Good job by the Huskies up front. You were trying to run over Mondu inside right there, and he had none of it.
Kent Mondo, the Indiana recruit, lined up right over center. Whistle right before the snap.
Got offsides against the Huskies. Somebody must have lined up in the neutral zone there. Costly 5 yards there against the Huskies.
So a 5-yard penalty, and for New Richmond, that opens up the playbook a little bit. Now that you're looking at a 2nd and 4 from the 26-yard line. Handoff Wittick. Austin Wittick. It's going to help his yards per carry average. Then we get a late penalty flag thrown as Wittick takes it across the 40.
Yeah, that's going to be probably on the defense there again, as late as that was thrown. I didn't see any Tigers in the area. Yeah, incidental face mask. They're going to tack on 5 at the end of the run. So quickly, New Richmond out to midfield here.
So line of scrimmage is the New Richmond 47-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers. Little pop pass.
Oh, caught.
Bobbled, caught. Now it's a foot race. And taking it inside the 5-yard line is Carter Comroe.
Wow, going into their bag of plays right there. They've been running that inside. Faked the inside, a little pop pass to the tight end over the middle. And like you said, Brattle, he bobbled it initially and then caught it and was gone to the races.
Comroe, his first catch, goes for big yardage, 6'2", 203. But boy, once he hauled that thing in, he was running well. Running right to the pylon and into the end zone is Austin Wittick.
Yeah, 50-yard pass, and then Wittick finishes it off. It's going to be 49-yard pass, and Wittick finishes off those last 3 yards for the touchdown.
So that TD makes it 41-6. A correction, 40-6.
Yeah,
we'll try this
7.
again. How about 40-7? I'm reading my own notes, and I put the PAT on the wrong side, so I'll take a lap. Fagnan for the extra point is up, and it is good. 7:21 remaining in the third quarter. Your score, the Richmond Tigers 41, Eau Claire North Huskies 7. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
41-7 is your score. New Richmond Tigers well on their way to starting this 2025 season 2-0. North Huskies have their work cut out for them. Huskies scored on their opening drive of the second half. New Richmond came right back. Big run by Austin Wittick, then that long pass to the tight end Carter Comroe to get him into the red zone, and Wittick did the honors from 3 yards out. Huskies scooping that one deep in their own territory, getting loose on the near side and being wrestled out of bounds. It was Brody Heinbuch on the return, so the Huskies will start this possession at their own 25-yard line.
Well, their last possession, they put together a good series of plays, able to really move the football. So they're just looking to continue that right now. You got to not even worry about the clock or the scoreboard. You just want to continue to run your offense and get more efficient at it.
Well, and I think for the Huskies, you're trying to, given the time and the margin and just how efficient New Richmond's been, I think what you're trying to do now is work on things that you think you need to work on.
Absolutely.
And kind of set the tone for next week. Handoff Friesen. Made a nice spin move after that defense flowed to cut him off. So Friesen gets a gain of 2.
Yeah, you got something out of nothing right there off the edge. Brad, you hit it right on the head. Just go back to the basics. Let's run our offense and let's get better. First half just could not do anything right. They couldn't get out of each other's way. So now it's just time to make those corrections at halftime and let's run our offense and run it right.
2nd and 8 Huskies. Shipman. Straight up the middle, tackled by Oliver Hedges. Hedges, they list him at 6'3", 210, and typical of those guys that play the defensive front. They're not huge guys. They're good-sized kids, but boy, are they agile, and they can all run.
Yeah, he's playing that outside linebacker position. Like you said, he comes off inside, makes that play. A lot of good athletes in the front.
3rd and 4 Huskies. Shipman quickly over the middle, nearly intercepted. Parker Rohde had the end zone in his sights. Couldn't hang on.
I'll tell you what, Thiessen didn't get his head turned around in time. He's got to look inside right away because Shipman was trying to get rid of the football with that pressure. Thiessen didn't have his eyes on the quarterback yet, and it got past him and almost picked off.
So Solberg standing at his own 20. Wittick for the Tigers standing on his own 35. And they got a piece of that one. And that one's going to roll into Tigers territory. And boy, Solberg very fortunate that he got some positive yardage on that punt because that pressure came quickly. And that's another thing New Richmond's done well this game. So Solberg, the punter, he uses that rugby style and he takes a couple steps to his right. Well, that's where the pressure is coming from. They're loading up the left side of that D-line, and boy, they're coming hard.
Yeah, there's been a couple times today where they've come off that, like you said, that pressure and just missed the punt block, and that time they finally got a piece of it.
41-7 is your score. If I'm going to guess, Sparks, I'm going to say this is probably the last drive for the number one offense for New Richmond.
Yeah, if they punch it in, you're exactly right.
Here's Wittick on the carry. Austin Wittick, 45-40, inside the 20.
Another 40-yard pickup right there.
I am running out of superlatives.
Do you see the patience there in the backfield, though? Right, he took the handoff and actually shuffled his feet at the line of scrimmage and then just bounced it. So he was real patient, saw that seam open up on the outside and took off.
And a nice job by Stelright, just kind of sticking the ball in there and then letting Wittick take off with it. You got to respect Stelright and his running ability. And then, I tell you, Wittick is just putting on a show. 1st and 10, Tigers from the 15. Breaking loose and turning it upfield and going into the end zone. Luke Quaddy, his second TD run of the game. This one from 15 yards out, 47-7 is the score.
Yeah, great job of handling that bad snap. Should have lost about 5 yards. He breaks free, and then on the perimeter, Luke Efforts, just a great job stalk blocking downfield to free him up for the touchdown.
So with 5:07 remaining in the third, we're going to have running clock here for a while. Well, New Richmond, as advertised, put up 49 points last week. Now with the PAT from Fagnan, 48 this week. 48-7 is your score. 5:07 remaining in the third. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the past 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. Call the Dahlman Insurance Agency today for home, auto, and business coverage through Partners Mutual Insurance Company. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rate, stay for the service. Huskies scooping up that kick inside their own 25, and great coverage by the Tiger special teams.
Just another area they've really looked good at tonight is in their special teams too. You know, there's three phases, offense, defense, and special teams, and Richmond has shown well in all three.
Avon Hagland on that special teams tackle for New Richmond. Security Financial Bank, SFB, whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com, member FDIC. Huskies start this drive at their own 25. Shipman loads up, throws deep for Solberg. Led him just a bit too much. Solberg had a step on the two defensive backs there, but that pass just overthrown. It was Langenus and Wilhelm on the coverage for New Richmond.
Good timing right, though. You got back, Shipman gets back there, plants his feet, and lets it go. So he had the right idea, just a little overthrown.
Yeah, needed to put a little air under that one, a little bit more air. And I think you got to think Shipman, that clock is ticking really fast in his head.
It is now, you're right.
He's been under duress for a good part of this game. 2nd and 10 Huskies. Here comes pressure, and Shipman's going down. Coming in on the blitz that time, Mason Gunter.
Yeah, he came unblocked. I mean, he's a down lineman sitting there on that C gap and just came flying, and he was untouched.
So 3rd and 18, and Huskies have had to deal with this a lot, being behind the chains. Clock is moving, with the margin being what it is. Pressure coming. Shipman trying to get it to Solberg on the slant, and that one goes incomplete.
Yeah, tight window right there to throw it in. Went up high for him to see if he could go up and get it, but just missed.
Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service.
Tell you, Shipman took a shot there as he delivered the football right there, and coming off a little ginger after that hit.
So Aaron Solberg standing at his own 5-yard line. Shipman gets it away, and it's a really nice punt. And we got a penalty marker down, heading to the far side. And a really nice return that time is Keegan Langenus. Let's check that penalty.
Yeah, they're going to have a push in the back right there. I think it was 17 or 27 there. Tried to stand his ground and not show it, but he bumped right into the back of the defender covered on the play. He's going to get that penalty.
Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office, and they take most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they are changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. So the penalty will back the Tigers up a little bit.
Yeah, let's see if the Tigers come out with that second offense now like you talked about, Brado. Yeah, now at quarterback. Let's start checking some numbers here, Brado.
Colton Gunter is the deep back. And it's number 32, Preston Hitty, sophomore quarterback, 6'4", 140. Hitty will hand it off. Heading to the far side is Colton Gunter. Well, Sparks, we've seen this so often at the high school level. The programs that are good year in, year out, they're able to build those leads and then let their twos and their threes get a lot of game time in that final quarter.
Yeah, here's a great example. The Richmond Tigers, they're up 48-7 here. The quarter's going to end, but they're going to get a whole quarter and plus some. They're going to get 2 plays here, then they're going to get the whole fourth quarter to play underneath the lights in a varsity contest. So they're just that much more ready for the next season when it's their turn.
Quick toss to the far side. Completed pass for Hitty. Clock continues to run, and New Richmond in no particular hurry.
Yeah, you'd think they'd just let this run out. Looks like that's exactly what they're doing there to end the third quarter.
Tanner Guess with that reception. So that's going to do it for quarter number 3. New Richmond leading at 48-7 over Eau Claire North. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Richmond will continue on this drive. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 from their own 46. Hitty hands it off, and the North defense was ready for that one.
Yeah, good job on the interior there. Put a little stunt on. He came through untouched.
Colton Gunter on the carry.
Sam Ebert there on the tackle.
Third and 11 now for New Richmond. They put the ball on the ground. Hitty got on top of that one.
Yeah, I tried to give a little bit longer read right there that time, and by the time he pulled it, lost control and just had to fall on it. Probably should have been a give right there.
Well, again, such valuable experience for these players. These are just such a good learning experience. And you know the drill, Sparks. You can run things in practice and everything seems fine. It's different when you put an opponent out there, you're under the lights. You know, it's a game that matters. It's a different deal. But
yeah,
again, this is why certain programs are good year in, year out, is they're able to give meaningful minutes to guys in game situations. Derek Stotts gets away the punt.
And it checks up, goes backwards.
Well, it's a hometown bounce there for the Huskies, and they'll start this drive in Plunt's territory.
Kick of 6 yards.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad boot. It just
spun backwards.
Looked like one of your approach shots coming to the green. You just back it up on that green, and
that would be one of yours, Brattle.
Mine would find the trap. That's one thing I can't do. Is a decent night at men's league last night. Good way to close out our men's league season.
See what the Huskies do here. It looks like they've got a new quarterback themselves. Yeah, number 13 you got here, Brattle.
That's Gavin McMullen, the junior. McMullen hands it off. Good hard running that time for Trevor Pankratz. Challenge for the North coaching staff this week is, I think, with where they are, I think this is going to be a build the guys back up type week.
You're going to have to, yeah, because, again, you can go back to the film and just realize that whole first half was self-inflicted. They just didn't do anything right to help themselves, and then they find themselves down by so much at half. It was just hard to come back, and now this whole fourth quarter is going to be played with all the twos on both sides.
On the carry that time for the Huskies is Pankratz.
Now, we did mention that last series how Shipman got lit up there in the backfield and kind of came off a little shaky, so it's probably a good idea just to go ahead and, at this point, let's let the second string quarterback take this over.
And if you're, no matter who you are in high school football, whether you're 2-0, 1-1, or 0-2 going into the first week of conference, lots of pressure and nowhere to go. Gavin McMullen. Doesn't seem to matter who New Richmond puts in there. They're coming with that pressure, and boy, does it pay off.
Yeah, it sure does. Again, you just don't know who's coming and who's dropping. Sometimes they don't drop anybody. They just go man coverage and send the house. So it really makes it difficult to read the secondary. But, again, the quarterback's got to just get back and make a decision and get rid of it before that pressure gets there.
Aaron Solberg on in punt formation for the Huskies. Keegan Langenus back for New Richmond, standing at his own 15-yard line. Clock continues to move. 7 minutes, 45 seconds, and ticking. Solberg, the rugby-style punt, and he had some green in front of him.
I thought he was running. Yeah,
he would have had a hard time maybe getting the first down yardage, but I think that's something Huskies can put in their hip pocket for down the road. So the Tigers will take over in their own territory. You're going to spot that thing.
Right at the 30 there, Brad.
Yep. Well, you've got the down marker. Yeah, it's good. Down marker over at the 23-yard line. Yeah, they must have got some extra bounces on that kick. Chippewa Falls has extended its lead 26-6 over Eau Claire Memorial. That after 3 quarters. Skylar Squires, sophomore running back, wearing the number 93.
That's a good running back number, huh?
I don't think in all the years that I've been covering the game of football, I remember a running back. What am I saying? Mason Lauscher from Memorial.
He's got 99.
Fullback, he wears 99.
Yeah.
But a tailback or dedicated running back wearing 93, that's a new one.
Quarterback keep.
Katie on the keeper. Nice cutback, spins his way across the 35-yard line.
Good keep that time. You got a good ride inside, make that defense collapse. Pulls it on the perimeter, picks up about 12, 13 on the play.
Just over 5 minutes remaining in this one. Richmond taking plenty of time.
Straight up the middle for about 4.
Skylar Squires on the carry.
Yeah, the Tigers are lining up on the football, but they're just kind of sitting there waiting and getting the plays from the sideline. Like you said, Brad, they're going to use a lot of the clock.
Second and 6. Yep, in no particular hurry. Trouble on that snap. Ball is loose, and the Huskies have it.
Bad snap, got over that quarterback's head. He was unable to fall on it, and the Huskies get a chance, and they recover.
Braden Metler on the recovery for the Huskies.
Well, that'll give their offense a chance to get back on the field one more time here, as we've just got 3:45 left here in the fourth.
Next week, New Richmond will host Chippewa Falls. Big Rivers Conference opener for both of those teams. Gavin McMullen remains at quarterback. He hands it off. Good running room there. Got a whole host quickly. Trevor Pankratz on the carry.
Well, like you said, though, good pickup. Got about 7 right there.
Derek Stotts, a really nice tackle for the Tigers. Pankratz pushing forward. Tristan Donovan had him wrapped up, and Pankratz kept the feet moving, pushed forward, and
yeah, he had Pankratz in the backfield.
Carry, yeah,
that was a good job getting off that initial hit and picking up a couple yards. At least make it third and manageable here.
And you would expect this is 4-down territory from North. Pankratz, nice cutback. Pankratz gets hauled down inside the 15.
Another good run, like you said, kept his feet moving, bounced it then onto the perimeter and got the first down.
Under 2 minutes now. Huskies would love to punch one in here and leave the field tonight with some good vibes going. Been a long night for the home team. McMullen, the lefty, throwing deep, incomplete. Trying to get it out to Avery Hernandez. Hernandez had a step, but that pass just a bit overthrown.
Yeah, that one was just a little bit miscommunication on where he wanted to deliver that. He was kind of throwing it to the inside pylon, and the receiver was kind of going deeper. He was thinking about something over his shoulder deep in the end zone. Quarterback was going short.
2nd and 10 Huskies. Got time for a couple plays here. McMullen on the handoff.
Takes the dribble.
Bobbled by Hernandez. He did get it back. He got the favorable bounce, but he'll lose yardage.
Yeah, that just blew up that whole play. Once he dropped it, he was able to pick it up clean, but the timing was way off, and Richmond, just with their pursuit, takes him down for about an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, you said it, Sparks. Timing so important on those jet sweeps. So we're under 40 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Huskies looking at a 3rd and 16. From the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. Pankratz pushing forward. He gets stacked up. Taken down just short of the 10. Huskies should have time for one more play.
And they're going to try for a field goal, actually, if they can get it off in time.
Well, good practice for that field goal team. You never know when you might need this.
Yeah, how about a hurry
down
up one,
the
too?
road.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to have to snap it quickly. Solberg, this would be a 28-yarder.
Just in time.
Kick is on the way, and it is good.
With plenty of leg.
So Solberg, on the final play of the game, boots the field goal. So that'll make the score 48-10. Sparks, really impressive performance for the New Richmond Tigers.
Yeah, your defending Big Rivers champs showed it tonight that they are again back for the challenge of taking it again this year. They're just all 3 phases tonight. They really just kind of dominated the game. Their defense set the tone early with a couple of turnovers and big plays to put their offense in good field position. Their offense got stopped the very first series of the night, and after that they rattled off 7 consecutive touchdowns and just kind of ran away with this thing in the second half.
Take a look at some final stats here. North will finish with 120 total yards, 26 of those coming on the ground, 94 via the air. Leading receiver Nick Tyson, 1 catch for 58 yards. Aaron Solberg had 2 for 36. Austin Whittick, 16 carries, 226 yards, 3 TDs. I think he might wind up in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House for a second straight week.
That was just a great performance. And again, he had 12 carries for 172 at half. He only played a couple plays in the third quarter, then he was able to sit the rest of the way. He'd already done his work.
New Richmond, 470 total yards, 363 coming on the ground. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's back-to-back games now where they just dominated on the ground.
So New Richmond improves to 2-0 in the Big Rivers Conference. Correction, 2-0 overall. They'll start Big Rivers Conference play next week at home versus Chippewa Falls. These Eau Claire North Huskies will be on the road. They will travel to Wausau West, and for North, I think it's going to be a lot of regrouping and just kind of building guys' confidence up. You know, last week they lost, but they put up 32 points in doing. They hit on some big plays. There was plenty to build on, and I think we came into this one thinking, hey, if North can pop some plays and just kind of keep it close, well, they're giving themselves a fighting chance. The problem was in that second quarter, the game kind of got away from them.
Yeah, that was just it. They had to score with New Richmond. They weren't going to really kind of stop them in Richmond necessarily, but they had to keep up scoring-wise, and they just weren't able to do that. Just, again, too many self-inflicted wounds, whether it be penalty, turnovers, bad handling of the snaps or bad snaps and all those kind of things. Just take your pick, right? I mean, just multitude of things went wrong that first half, and it just put them behind the 8 ball. And, again, once the Huskies get way down, that's just not their offense. They love to rely on that ground game, ground and pound, and then all of a sudden play action out of it, and they just couldn't stay within that offense with all the issues they were having.
So that'll do it for our game broadcast. But coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. That is next, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Bob Radovich back here at Eau Claire North High School. The Richmond Tigers defeating the Huskies tonight. Joined by Oliver Hedges. This is one of these nights, Oliver. I think you could have picked any one of 11 guys on your defense. Tell me about the improvement you guys made from week 1 against Marshfield to week 2 tonight here against Eau Claire North.
Yeah, Oliver Hedges here. Week 1 there was a lot of mistakes, missed tackles. I think our attack was just low. But as a team this week, during practice we had some adversity, but we overcame that, and I think our team just strengthened a lot from last week.
Tell me about your defensive strategy, because you put the one down lineman, everybody else, shifting around and moving, and they can get off the line. And you brought the house so many times. That's got to be fun from a defensive player standpoint, knowing that, hey, you can put pressure on an opposing team pretty much any time you want.
Yeah, football, it's a lot more fun when you're actually having fun as a team, and I think our team chemistry, when we're all having fun, it's a high energy out there. There's nobody we can beat.
I'll have one last thing for you. You're in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. So I'm going to hand you this. Thumbs up from our guy Dominic there. Just say your name and say, I'm in the house.
Oliver Hedges, I'm in the house.
Thank you, Oliver. Hey, best of luck to you next week. Thank you. We're going to bring in Coach Reggie Larson now. And on the walk over here, you're telling me about just the improvement from week 1 to week 2. What were the best things you saw tonight?
Yeah, best things tonight, there were a lot of them. That's kind of the message we harped on going into just this week of practice and coming in tonight is we wanted to be sharper in every aspect of the game. From coaching staff, kind of to our organization before the game, special teams, giving ourselves a better field position. Offensively, I know we scored a bunch of points last week when we turned it over, and then there was a bunch of things defensively that we wanted to improve upon. And I think when you go back and look at the kind of that checklist, every single one of them we hit them where we saw a little bit of improvement from the previous week.
North has some really good skilled players, but you were able to keep those guys from hurting you either over the top or out in space. How much effort did you guys put into a defensive game plan tonight, and how gratifying was it to see your guys execute?
Yeah, a lot. I'm sure you'll hear from Coach McGinnis, but we had to dial up some things that we hadn't shown on tape. Some things that we've been doing in practice the last couple weeks, and in an effort to try to slow these guys down, we knew this was the week to kind of go through some of those new things that we were practicing. So thank goodness they didn't have the tape, because I'm sure they would have come up with some good answers. But it worked pretty well tonight, and our kids really executed the game plan well. And I just give those guys a ton of credit. We coach them hard. They show up every day. They want to improve. They want to be successful. And hopefully we can keep just getting better week to week.
Next week, BRC opener at home against Chippewa Falls. What challenges does that present when Chuck Rakovich and the Cardinals take it?
Yeah, when you look at just a Hall of Fame head coach, not only the Wisconsin Coaches Association, but the National Coaches Association Hall of Fame, they're going to be well coached, and they've traditionally been the two-tight double wing. I haven't had a chance to watch much of their film. I've been so busy trying to find a way to slow these guys down that we haven't really flipped the script. So we'll get to grade this film, then we'll flip over to Chippewa Falls. But it's always a tough, gritty group. They always defend us well. They always have really good answers. It's always kind of a chess match. We've been pretty split our first couple years in the BRC, and it's a really great home opener, and we're getting ready for conference play.
Let's go enjoy this one tonight. You'll be back to work, I'm guessing, tomorrow.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Reggie. Best of luck to you next week and down the road. So that's going to do it for our coverage tonight. We will be back with you 1 week from tomorrow. Eau Claire Memorial back at its home turf. It'll be the Wisconsin Valley Conference opener against the Panthers from Stevens Point. For my color commentator, Dave Sparger, for Don Millay, our producer, videographer, I'm Bob Radovich saying goodnight from Eau Claire North High School.